YouTube, what's up? This is KShadow22 here, bringing you guys a new video on the optimizing your Windows 10 PC. Today we'll be going over reviewing system files, and this is crucial for finding programs that still lie on your computer that could be dormant. And if anyone knows about dormant programs, it's obviously going to be hackers. There's a lot of, there's trojans out there that lie dormant until activated. And of course, a Trojan is something in disguise that, comes out later to be actually malicious. So let's go ahead and dive into program files. And I think you guys might learn a thing or two from this. So, of course, a lot of times when you just go to your C drive, you might see a lot of different things right here. Ideally, there probably shouldn't be a whole lot. I mean, there should probably be about 10 to 15 or 20 folders here. And a lot of them are going to be Windows related. So you've got your Windows, that's on every computer. You've got your users, program data, program files, perflogs, Intel. You might see a NetPub, GOG games if you do gaming, and of course Dell or HP. They might have their own proprietary software and drivers and whatnot. So you might see your manufacturer have their own folder there as well. But we'll be looking at program files 86, program data, and of course app data. Those are the main things you're going to be looking at today. So let's go ahead and dive into the first one. If you don't see program data, the important thing you might want to do is maximize and turn on hidden items. A lot of times this is actually set to hidden, but I believe I have mine so it's not hidden. So we'll uncheck that for now because I don't need that. So we're going to go to program files here, and we can see every program that's installed as 64-bit. Now, if there's programs installed on your computer and they're all installed by default, whatnot, they should all appear here or under the x86, which is 32-bit programs. So going through these programs, I'm just kind of running down the list to see, what's all probably accurate, good stuff. I didn't know what this HASLEL was at first, but then after clicking to it, I can see Windows to USB. So this must have been a program that I downloaded back in 2019 to put Windows to a USB stick. Obviously, this looks like some leftover files, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that because I also know it's not in my control panel to uninstall. You see HyperCam. I understand what all of this is right here. I don't see anything that says advertisement. I don't see anything that says anything explicit. UNP. I'm not exactly sure what that is, and that's something I can definitely Google. You can Google what UNP is. You can look up, put the file directory and Google that specific file directory to see what pops up on Windows. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So make sure you type in google.com and you actually search it within Google. So right off the bat, UNP stands for Update Notification Pipeline. It's kind of explaining, can I delete the UNP file? Obviously I can read through these forums and these other websites and kind of research myself. That's the biggest thing, is finding your own research and making your own decisions. This isn't where anything's really going to kill your computer as long as it's not Microsoft or Intel or Realtek, Dell or HP. If it's these random programs like this, more than likely it's not going to kill your computer. I could delete that, and I wouldn't even be afraid to delete it because I can see that it's not even been modified since since May 30th, 2020. The rest of these programs do look legitimate, and I don't really see anything here other than that one particular folder. I can see this For Me key. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I see this APowerSoft. These are all 32-bit programs. Calibre. Not exactly sure. I think that's a book program. Daring Development. I think that has to do with modding. So I can validate every single one of these programs so far. NewGamesBox.net. That does not sound legitimate, and that might be something I want to check out. Well, I can see that's Quake, which is a really cool video game from the Nintendo 64. So I can actually verify almost about all of these. This Restum Soft, I don't know what that is. It looks like a pointless folder since it's empty, so I'm going to delete it. So we just validated all of these. Of course, you're just looking for stuff that doesn't really belong. NetScan Tools Pro, that's cool. Program data, you'll find a lot of crap here a lot of times. This is normally where you're like, whoa, I've got to really go through this stuff. So I don't know what CLSK is. I can see that there's some sort of subscription stuff there. I might want to search that, GOG.com. I think that had to do with video games. You're just going to go through these and just look for stuff. You're going to research. And, you know, once you research quite a bit, you kind of know what's valid and what's not. Like this Wondershare thing, I deleted in one of my last videos. And I don't believe I even need that. I think Wondershare is something that I deleted, and these are just leftover residue files. So, lastly is your app data. There's a couple ways to access it. Of course, I have this fake profile right there, but you can go to User, and then there should be one that says App Data. And if App Data, if you can't find it, you can actually turn on your, of course, look for hidden items, and it should pop up there. Another way is to hit Windows R and type in App Data, and this will pop up your app data as well. Sometimes programs like Google Chrome and whatnot will leave behind like browser data, and that can be found here as well. So I can see a lot of different programs here, a lot of different stuff. This is the most files I've seen yet. Programs that I developed in C# and Visual Basic and whatnot, they all have their own settings here as well. So I could see that they've all kind of created their own user config files, and I can open those and actually view information in that. And sometimes, believe it or not, there's actually passwords stored in those in plain text. So you might want to go through those. Deleting these, if you actually use a program such as Google Chrome, and if I delete the one for Google Chrome, probably all my bookmarks, all my saved passwords, everything will automatically disappear. So be aware of that. You want to make sure what you're deleting you no longer use, and it's been fully uninstalled from your computer. So here's, there's all that. So just sort through these, look through it, see if there's anything that doesn't belong, make sure it's uninstalled. Once it's uninstalled, if it's still there, you can probably call it safe to delete it at that point. Well, you guys, that pretty much sums it all up for this video, you guys. We went over the different system files. The biggest part with that is researching and making sure that the program's fully uninstalled prior to deleting it. If you guys have any questions, comment it below. Hit the like button and hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in our next video where we will further review third-party apps to kind of locate junk files and deleting certain stuff, and how you could really save a lot of space and a lot of, how to delete those cached items on your computer. So